All kinds of fucking crazy ass shit going on tonight, kids. Whee! Yeah. How'd you like that? That's pretty fucked up, wasn't it? I have no idea what's going on right now. Yeah, so here we are. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what. I don't know what's happening. Major malfunction with some gear. Tried to do a jam. Didn't work out. Sounded fucked up. That's because the Matrix is real, kids. The Matrix is real. That's what happens when shit gets fucked up and you don't know why. Code gets messed up. Your mind explodes. Everything happens for a reason. I sound like Joe Biden. Anyway, Synth Samurai says it sounded great. So, thanks, buddy. I thought it sounded like ass. Anyway, let's what is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do a roll call, shall we? How's everybody doing tonight? A little late for me tonight, huh? You know, late. This is a late one, huh? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. I have no idea what the hell happened. I had the Ambient 0 going with this drone in the background. I had the Juno X going and it was synced up and then it wasn't. And then all of a sudden I started getting all this MIDI gobble. The Moog Muse decided to take a shit on everything. And yeah, and that's what happened. It sounded like there was an error in the code, I guess, and the code crashed. Anyway, let me see if I can see tonight because I've been having problems seeing again, but that's okay because I'm getting used to this eyeball. So let's see, who do we have in the chat? We have Aaron Paris, we have Synth Samurai, we have Apollo Hanzo, we have Hans Volt, we have the Albanian Syndicate, we have Synth Punk, we have Twin Cities Oxygen, we have the Electronic Composer, we have George G's, we have Mark Anderson. Let me scroll down. And did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody. I think we're all in. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're all in. Okay. Oh, DJ Wojtek. Let's see who else we got in here. I think that's it. I think we're good. Again, how's everybody doing tonight? I know it's a late night. Oh, Traded to the Living. How are you? All right. We got Traded to the Living in there. Let's see. I'm going to keep just scrolling down, see who else is in here. Glad y'all could make it. Sorry about that shitty jam. Because that was a shitty jam, bro. We have Synth Sonic. Yes, indeed. And I think I got you all. Well, I'm glad I got you all. So what brings me on this rant tonight is going to be interesting. And I hope nobody gets offended. And if you do, whatever. Oh, Waves, what's up, man? Let's see. So I really don't give a shit anymore, as you know. I don't understand. Can I just check something before I go on? Because this is fucking weird. Oh, there it is. I don't know what that is. The fuck is that? Let's see if that fixed it. No. Bear with me for 1 second. Okay. I think I what the fuck? I think I fucked something up, fellas. What can I say? I don't know. Let's see. Something isn't kosher here. I'm getting a wicked hum. Can anybody else hear that hum? It sounds horrible. Let's see what happens. Don't you love MIDI? MIDI is so awesome sometimes. It really is. It's just it's so awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait because I had to shut some shit off and now I'm turning it back on. Let's just see what happens. I hope I didn't fuck anything up. No hum. You're perfectly clear. Yeah, but I'm getting a wicked hum right now over my monitors. So something's messed up. It's very distracting to me. What is that? Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing, man. I'm turning things off and turning things back on, and let's see what happens. Yeah, it was the Muse. The Muse glitched out on me because I did something stupid, and it happens. Anyway, everything's good. All right, there it is. Sounds great. Okay. Whew. Hate when that happens. Hum is gone. Everything sounds good. And yeah, all right, here we go. So, sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta fix that. It's not right, is it? No, I'll fix that later. There's a Muse. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to talk about the Muse, but first, before I do the Muse, I'm going to do a little bit of a rant because this really fucking pissed me off, and I don't understand this person. So without further ado, we're going to get right on it, shall we? All right, you might all know who this is. I don't really care. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to play the first segment of this video, and then I'm just going to shut it off so I don't get freaking toned by the friggin' YouTube police. And if he comes after me, if Yuki comes after me, whatever, I'm a Dragon Slayer, so be it. Yuki would find a needle in a haystack. I don't know what that means, Waves, but this is my this is very strange to me, and I've noticed a pattern with this gentleman, or he, she, they, them, bufungul, whatever. I gotta. Let me play this video and then I'll get into it. All right. Well, actually, before I do that, let me just say something. So, this guy, I do watch his videos sometimes, and I don't know. I don't know if I learn anything. I do know that I've learned something. And one of the things that I know that I've learned that I don't like is that every time this guy does a review, something's broken. The knobs aren't working. They're wobbly. He had to send it back. It's happened with several synthesizers that he's actually reviewed. This one's remarkable to me, though. Wait till you hear this shit. You ready? Here we go, guys. Yuki the Dragon.
Hey guys, gals and MBs, I'm here today with the Arterial Polybrew, and I think this is a really good time to make a 30-day review of it. I've had it for 30 days. I've used it quite a bit during those 30 days. Caveat is 2 of the synths I've gotten were destroyed by FedEx. This is my 3rd one from it. And I do want to bring up some build quality things. First off, in general, the build quality of this thing is surprisingly excellent. All metal build. Thing is astronomically just huge. I mean, here's an iPhone for comparison. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get the Polybrute 12 because it is just such a damn big synth. So, I mean, FedEx destroys everything, but I can see why it got destroyed. It's so big and heavy, and, you know. That's it.
Okay. Y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Let me play that once more for you. Let me just play it once more. Okay? Just let me...
Hey guys, gals, and MBs, I'm here today with the Arterial Polybrute, and I think this is a really good time to make a 30-day review of it. I've had it for 30 days. I've used it quite a bit during those 30 days. Caveat is 2 of the synths I've gotten were destroyed by FedEx. This is
2 of the synths that I've gotten, 2 Polybrute 6s were destroyed by FedEx. 2. And this is the 3rd one. What the absolute fuck? Now, the rest goes on. He says, well, that's because FedEx sucks and they destroy everything. Granted, I get it, but not for nothing, guys. If 2 synthesizers that cost the price of this get destroyed by FedEx, something is seriously fucking wrong. I've had tons of stuff shipped to me from Sweetwater by FedEx because that's all Sweetwater uses. Okay? I had this beautiful synthesizer here, the Moog Muse. You know, let's face it, analog synths are fragile. They really are. I don't give a fuck what year they were built. But this thing came double boxed. I don't know if he bought this from somebody other than maybe on Reverb or whatever. But that's double boxed. And the padding that's around the box. You saw my unboxing video. If you didn't, go check it out. And you'll see how this thing's packed. I know how those are packed. I have a Matrix Brute, which is actually the same size as this synthesizer. And it was, shipped to me and it was fine. 2 Polybrute 6s were destroyed. What? I'm sorry, but that's just fucked up to me. And when I heard that, I was like, what? I'm speechless. I couldn't even believe it. I'm going to get to the comments in a second. We're going to do a little chat here. Now, I could go back to more Yuki videos. And Yuki, if you see this video, sorry, bro, I'm calling you out, but I don't give a fuck, okay? Because that's just fucking crazy to me, all right? I would sue FedEx if that was the case. And I'm not the suing kind of guy, but that's just fucking bizarre. Technically, I just don't know. I don't know. And I see everybody's putting stuff in the chat right now. I'm going to get to you guys. I might have to, scroll up and read some of the stuff because I see you guys going off. Now, Yuki's other videos, he's had, the TE05 had knob issues. He had a OB6, I believe, had knob issues. I'm trying to think what else he had. Yes, the synthesizers are heavy. It's a heavy synthesizer. It's built like a tank. I love the way he said that too. Well, the build quality is pretty good. The build quality on these are fucking amazing. Okay? And you can ask Synthpunk because he has a Polybrute 6. I have a Matrix Brute, and they're built like tanks, and there's nothing wobbly about their knobs. I'm just blown away. And I believe if we continue to watch this video, which I don't want to, he actually puts the camera or the phone, I forget what it was, down, and he says, "Listen, there's a key that's squeaking. You hear the key going." I'm like, bro, you either bought this secondhand or come on, man. You know, that's another thing. I have all kinds of keyboards and none of them squeak. So he might have bought this secondhand. I'm not sure. But then again, when you think about it, I don't think he did. I think he bought it brand new. And then he makes sure he lets you know that he had it for 30 days. So that's a sign right there. So he's coming up on the return policy because he's always got new synthesizers. Unless he's a filthy, rotten rich kid, I don't know. But come on. You know, I don't really understand this thing right here. This is him speaking. He looks nothing like that in person. Hey, whatever floats your noodles, man. So, two are destroyed. And I'm just going to play a little bit more. You ready?
A third one from it. And I do want to bring up some build quality things. First off, in general, the build quality of this thing is surprisingly excellent.
Surprisingly. Why is Arturia known for shitty build quality? It's surprisingly excellent. I can't even fucking... This guy kills me. All right, well, go ahead.
Little build thing is astronomically just huge. I mean, here's an iPhone for comparison. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get the Polybrute 12 because it is just such a damn big synth. So, I mean, FedEx destroys everything, but I can see why it got destroyed. It's so big and heavy, and, you know.
FedEx destroys everything. I can see why they destroy it because it's so big and heavy. Fucking A, man. Like, wow. I know. You guys are probably like, well, Echo Craft, calm down. What the fuck's the problem? But no, seriously. I'm sorry. These are the videos that go into my hurt locker because I just don't understand that at all. If it was Sweetwater that sent this to him, Sweetwater would be pretty pissed off at fucking FedEx, first of all. Or they probably question it like, okay, we've sent you 2 of them. 2 got destroyed. The 3rd one you got and it's okay. All right, okay.
That said, the only major issue that I've been having are some of my keys have been getting a little bit louder. They have a little bit of spring noise. I've had that happen with Vitar key beds as well. I will shimmy in a video really quick here. All right. As you heard from that, it is, that was volume normalized and boosted at the same time. So it doesn't sound anywhere near as loud as that in person, but it is that annoying noise. Some of my keys are like that, specifically here and like over here, I believe. So that's the only thing I have to say about the build quality. The rest of it is phenomenal. The Morphe, because it's French, right, is just so cool. That everything about it is just nice. It does ooze premium synth. I wish the key bed was a little better, but I've had Vitar key beds that have noisy spring noise after a little bit of time too, or out of the box. My Take 5, for instance, one of my Take 5s had a very noisy and scratchy sharp key. And so, yeah, it just comes with the territory. I kind of want to...
It comes with the territory. I'm sorry. I maybe I'm picking on this dude. I don't know, man. I just think this guy is just full of fucking shit. And what can you say? You know, I wasn't going to mention his name, but there it is right there. So I can't help it. But, and if anybody knows about him, that's him. That's his little avatar, I guess, that he uses to speak, that he speaks through. I don't know. But anyway, no character assassination here. Sorry. I just think that the most bizarre thing I've ever witnessed is listening to somebody like this guy. And he kept calling this a FITAR. These are not FITAR keyboards. It's not made by FITAR, the keybed. So I don't know if that's what he thinks, but it's not. Okay. And even if it was, FITAR is one of the leading keybed makers in the world. They make a lot of people's keybeds. So it might be a FITAR. I'm not sure. Somebody please correct me in the fucking chat, because I'm just so fucking pissed off right now that this guy just, I don't know. And I get it. Like, okay, you want him to be honest about the, the build quality, like we are, Renegades. We're very honest about this. I gave my pros and cons on the Muse. We're very, Renegades are very, we're very upfront. We don't give a shit, what we say. We're not paid by the synth mafia or anything like that. So, I'm just blown away. So should I play more? I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, I see a lot of Moog stuff going on in the chat right now. I won't address you because, I don't have to. So fuck you. Anyway, let's see. What else? Should I play more or should I just blow it off and talk a little bit about what's going on in the chat right now? Because I can't. I just can't. Again, I have a folder called the Hurt Locker, and that's what this is. This is the Hurt Locker. Let me see if I can call it up. I lost some of my files. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I did kind of screw things up. And as you can see, I screwed some stuff up on the intro today. My bad. Let's see. Because that's what I call it, the Hurt Locker. That's what I put my rants in. And I just kind of go off and, no Twin Cities. I don't need an animated avatar. I'm already pretty fucking animated, bro. Okay. I don't need an avatar. All right. I got one in my Xbox and I took it off because I won't say what it is, but no. Anyway, so let me see here. I'm going to go all the way back here. And we're going to chat about this a little bit. I'll get him off the screen. Cause I got something else I want to show you guys. This is just fucking, that's a whole other fucking ball game. Let me put this back. That'll be the next surprise. All right. So here we go. Let's go in the chat here. Synth Punk says Yuki rhymes with Dookie. All right. Let's see. How far back do we go here? Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, Harmonic Sonics, welcome. I didn't see you in there. All right, so let's see. Grab a couple of spoons. Oh, yeah, we got to grab the spoons for the ear. Samurai has a tinnitus. I have tinnitus, and he has a remedy for tinnitus. There's a spoon, and you click it. You put it up to your ear, and you hold it there, and then you click it with another spoon, and the tinnitus goes away. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to do it tonight because I got to go to sleep. And it drives me crazy sometimes when the room is too quiet. That's why I sleep with a fan on or white noise, because I have tinnitus. But that's another point, another situation. So let's see, what does it say here? It says, let's see, Mixmaster. Hey, what's up, man? All right, I just want to, let's see. Anything? Let's see. All right. Synth Punk says he's a Dookie Yuki. Okay, good. That's great, bro. What the fuck? Let's see. I think Trusto's in the chat too. Hey, Trusto, what's up, man? Let's see. Traded to the Living says it's not as big as the Matrix Brute. The Matrix Brute is big. It's a big synthesizer. The Moog Muse is a big synthesizer. The Moog Muse is bigger than the Matrix Brute, believe it or not. Let's see. I own a Poly Brute and I got no problems with it. What's the weird animated chick? He kind of weirds me out. Yeah, it's him. He's into anime, and I guess that avatar is supposed to be him. I don't know. Let's see, guys, gals, and yeah, whatever, bro. I'm right with you. That's insane. Laugh my ass off. You should have seen how the Sweetwater packed my. This is Synth Punk. He just got a Poly Brute 6. He said you should see how the Sweetwater packed mine, and it works perfect. I don't know if it was good or bad, dude. I just know that when I get stuff from Sweetwater, it's packed. It's packed, and they use these puffy little air pillows on everything. And I've seen boxes outside because they double box it. And the outside box gets trashed. I know. I trust me. I used to work on a loading dock. I used to deal with FedEx and UPS guys. I get it, but if you don't double box shit, that's what's going to happen. It's going to get trashed. But I don't believe two Poly Brute 12s got trashed by FedEx. Maybe they did, but that's just fucking bizarre to me. Let's see. Synth Punk, my son, like your okay, that's great. I'm glad you liked his music. Let's see. Was his? It's just too heavy for FedEx. So when I had my Rev 2 delivered to me, and FedEx, trust me, FedEx does some fucked up shit. I literally, so let me tell you about this story. So I ordered the Rev 2, and my guy at the time was leaving Sweetwater. Well, he wasn't leaving Sweetwater. He's moving up in Sweetwater, and I had been dealing with him for 10 years, and he's a great guy. And now I have an even better guy. But this guy was cool, and he misunderstood me, and he sent me the desktop model of the Rev 2, which I unpacked and I checked out, and I thought it was cool. However, let me just get rid of this. There we go. And so, I called him up and I said, hey, man, I said, you sent me the desktop model, and I wanted the keyboard. And he was like, oh, geez, I'm so sorry, man. Let me write that for you. Let me write that wrong, and let me get it sent out to you. I'm going to airdrop it. So I'm going to have it sent overnight. You should get it by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I said, great. I have the day off. Pissa. It had just snowed that night. I wake up at 9 o'clock and I'm sitting there waiting. And at that time I lived in an apartment. It was a shithole. And we had a foyer, and that was it. It wasn't locked or anything. So anybody could have stole the package or whatever. And, mind you, this is a very heavy keyboard as well. And it came in a double box. It was double boxed. But what happened was I'm waiting and waiting. 10 o'clock comes, and I look at the thing, and it says, FedEx says, proprietary delivery, person was not at location, sending back to FedEx, the barn, as they call it, right? And I fucking lost my mind. This motherfucker didn't even go by my house. So I go outside, right? I got sweatpants on, no shoes. I'm standing on the steps of my apartment building, and I see him driving around because there's other apartment buildings, right? And I'm like, fuck this guy. So I call up FedEx, and the lady answers the phone, and I said, listen, this guy says that it wasn't delivered, and I wasn't there, and I'm right here. I'm standing on the steps, and I'm watching him drive around. I'm on my cell phone outside, freezing my ass off. Okay. And she said, oh, let me call you right back, sir. And I guess they can radio them or phone call them or whatever, and just dispatch or whatever the fuck that is. And all of a sudden he comes riding back and he's like, oh, geez, I came by here and there was nobody. I said, dude, you didn't even ring my buzzer. You didn't stop by. He goes, oh, well, this thing's kind of heavy. And I'm like, just give me the fucking unit. And I literally grabbed it from him. I signed it. And I was just like, yeah, have a nice day, asshole. And I didn't give a fuck. He wasn't my normal FedEx guy either. That's probably why he was a dick. And so I hauled the thing in by myself, and it was a big box, because it was double box. Again, packed supremely, so that's why I'm having a hard time believing two Polybrute 6s were trashed. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Plausible deniability to always buy, review, return documented video of his broken synth genius. Yeah. So what Synth Samurai means by that, if you guys didn't see that, he basically, is saying, well, it got trashed, send me another one. And who knows? Who knows if he trashed? Who knows? But see, I can't believe that. It's two. One, I can understand. Two? No. Never a problem with anything. Damage from FedEx. True. I've had since sent. This is Hans. Now Hans deals in very cool Russian-built, USSR-built synthesizers, and they're beautiful. And he says, I've had synths sent to me from America, Russia, Ukraine, Italy, and Germany, and he's never had a problem, right? There's Squeaky Key too. Yeah, I already did that one. Okay, because I backed all the way up here, all right? Let's see. My Matrix Brute made the trip, no problem. That's from the Electronic Composer. Yeah, again, Hans, no issues. It's big, it's heavy compared to the iPhone. What the fuck? This is I get guitars in cardboard boxes, no problems. Yeah, that's another thing. I bought a guitar on Amazon, and it came in this shitty little guitar box, and it was fine. Exactly. Let's see. Should I read that one? He says Yuki is jerking chains. I don't know. That's probably, I don't know what else he's jerking, but anyway. The FedEx guy hates Yuki. Could you imagine? Like, fuck this guy, man. I'm going to fuck this shit up. You know what I mean? Let's see. He sounds like a knob. I mean, it sounds like he sounds like a knob. Yeah, I mean, he says his knobs are broken and on shit. I don't know. He's Yuki is not impressed. Actually had a module lost in the mail. The vendor did replace it. Oh, it's a little bit different, Aaron. I mean, module, it's tiny, whatever, this is a gigantic keyboard, let's see. PB12 delivered by, David Lovering. How you doing, man? PB12 delivered by FedEx this morning, from Sweetwater in original box, no second box, no problems. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, even like the Muse came in a second box, like a big heavy box. And then the box that the Muse comes in is freaking solid, dude. It's like this thick, the cardboard. It's crazy, right? Let's see. He's a dragon. He has lots of gold. Oh, well, maybe he does. I don't know. You know what I mean? What was the dragon what was the dragon's name in Lord of the Rings? What was the dragon's name? I forget. He was sitting on a pile of gold. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Sweet gave me a gig bag. I'm just reading these fast because I want to get to some of the other ones. When I had a prologue, I had Squeaky Key, but whatever. I mean, keys are gonna squeak, man. You know, there's enough baby oil. I'm gonna puke. I don't even know what that's going on here, guys. My Polybrute arrives from Sweetwater tomorrow via FedEx, and a multi-poly. Sorry, and I'm confident it'll be fine. Yeah, I've like I said, I've had tons of stuff sent to me. You know, I never had a problem. You know, I don't get it. My multi-poly arrives today. Let's see. Everybody's buying multi-polys, man. That's pretty cool. I'm going to be buying one myself. I'm going to get rid of the Three Sisters. Keep saying I'm doing it. I just haven't done it yet. Wasn't anything to do with FedEx. It was on Moog. What? I don't even know what that means, John. Okay, so what the fuck? Let's see. It was Moog's fault. Well, I don't know. Was it? Why was it Moog's fault? It wasn't even a Moog. It was a Polybrute 6. Polybrute 12 glaze, please. No, we don't glaze that peanut butter jelly sandwich on this channel, Samurai. You in the Polybrute 12, bro. Put your money where your mouth is, son, and buy it then. Samurai wants to have a synth off with me. He wants to go up the multi-poly against the Muse. I don't know. He wants it so bad. And the problem is he's going to leave here with his head hanging in shame, and he's going to have tears in his eyes, and his wife's going to say, "What's the matter?" And he's going to say, "The Moog Muse beat the shit out of my multi-poly." And I'm just going to be like, bro, I'll offer you a sandwich or something, you know? I mean, I'm just saying. Hey, Echo, did the Muse come with an actual manual? All my Moogs did until they sold the last year. No, I'll show you what it came with. I hate this shit, okay? $3,000 synthesizer. And Moog sends you a goddamn newspaper. Okay? All right? There's another con. I will say it's very lovely. It's a great graphic to hang on the wall and frame. I actually might do that because it is kind of cool. And it's written in several different languages. This one is in German, ja, Deutschland. And that's it. This one here, yeah, is this is in Français. Oui. What else we got? It's Deutschland. This one is Español. Hable Español. And then we have the beautiful layout. And then we have Comment ta cœur Muse. I don't know what that means, but it is in French. And yeah, so they all have that wonderful layout. And then this is the English version. They talk a little bit about the modules and stuff like that, but that's the extent of this fucking thing that they sent me. And also, in classic old school Moog fashion, they sent you, show you. Oh, I love my little Moog sticker. I have to say I love stickers. That's going to go on my vehicle. But I will show you this. This is, because this is a big boy synth, okay? So big boy synths, here we go, ready? Devoted to the development of and manufacture of electronics instruments for the musician Moog, right? And they got that whole, 1960s like hippie looking thing. I guess that's supposed to be Bob down at the bottom. And there's like a dove and satellites and butterflies, and there's a ship with a Moog logo on the sail, and yeah. to me, it's a waste of fucking paper, but that's beside the point. So I ended up downloading the actual manual on their website. And of course, you get your safety features. You know, don't play your Moog Muse in the bathroom, in the shower, in a swimming pool. It's hazardous to your health. Anyway, so let's see, Moog Shilling. Roy Droid Void. Yes, it is. It's a $4,000. Well, it's $3,000. I only paid $3,000 for mine. But there it is. It's cute, isn't it? A cute little sticker. It's cute. So I actually made some t-shirts that I'm not allowed to sell. They're private. If you want one, if you want a Muse t-shirt, I made one that came out really good. Maybe I'll pull it up and show you guys. If Vic Corftron is in the chat, I will be sending him one, because if it wasn't for Vic, I don't think I would have bought the Muse, because I really like what Vic's done. And I did some cool stuff for him because he's from Canada. And yeah, anyway, getting back to the chat, let's see what we got here. Let me go back. Air's in the chat too. How you doing, man? Let's see. We got, you're telling me Moog is doing the Behringer Quick Start Guide. Yeah. How fucking stupid is that, right? The manual is online. You download it. It's excellent, actually. I've gone over it. I also like the fact that Moog, they always do this. They've always done it. They have an entire tutorial section, which is really cool. So if you're stuck on something or you want to look up something, they have a whole video on it. I've already watched a couple of them. They're very good. Let's see. Moog is a rip. Okay, yeah, whatever, bro. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? What is that? Samurai. What is that? A tombstone? Moog, rest in peace. You keep talking shit, brother. Go ahead. I love it. Let's see. The Muse has the multi-poly for midnight snacks. Yeah. Let's see. The Muse comes with kindling for your fireplace. Really, does it? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't get any in my box. I don't know about you, bro. Moog Shilling, laugh out loud. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm glazing the donut, bro. You know, when you can glaze the donut, you glaze the donut. I like to call it a shellacking. I'm shellacking right now. I'm shellacking the Muse, okay? Samurai calls it glazing. I call it shellacking, all right? Because I'm old school, okay? And that's what I'm doing. Because, you know, if you buy one of these, what are you going to do? You're going to hide it and you're going to mention it once in a while? Or you're going to take a quick video if you're in the studio and you're doing something and the camera happens to catch it or a glimpse of it real quick and people go, oh, you have a Muse? Oh, no, I don't want to talk about that. I don't, you know, yeah, I have a Muse. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, because I'm going to shellac the shit out of it. Okay? I spent a lot of money on it. So I don't really give a shit. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, the manual sucks. So the thing that they gave you sucks. I mean, like I said, but the manual, you download it online. It's great. It's fine. Let's see. Yeah, you definitely want to take any keyboard in the hot tub. Not advisable. I'm just saying. You could if you don't want to plug it in, but if you plug it in, you're probably going to die. That's, you know. Let's see. Keep going. Tactical middies in the house. Let's see. George G says, shellac away, baby. No, you don't want to shellac the wood cheeks. Seriously, bro. These are oiled. These are oiled cheeks. Okay. I like my cheeks oiled. All right. I don't like shellac on my cheeks. I don't like polyurethane cheeks. These are oiled, baby. You can feel that shit. Oh. Uh-huh. All right. Let's see. Synth Samurai says he doesn't read manuals. Okay. I don't know what to say to that. RTFM? Yes. RTFM. A friend of mine used to say that all the time. I used to call up a friend of mine and be like, hey man, I got this thing. I just bought it. You know, I know you have one. How do I make it do this? And he'd be like, RTFM, man. I'm like, what does that mean? Read the fucking manual. What are you going to do? Diddy cheeks? No, they ain't Diddy. No, they ain't got kind of baby oil. Dude, I don't have a Diddy synth, bro. You do. No, this is finely woodworked, oiled cheeks, baby. Okay? Very nice. No Diddy oil. Okay? Let's see. Have you tried the SW yet? What's an SW? What are we talking about? No Diddy on the synthy. That's right. You're asking Samurai if he tried the software? Bro, you crazy? Dude. Samurai don't do VSTs, bro. He doesn't do software. Yeah, you don't want to ask him that question because he'll go off on you. So anyway. Let's see. I don't read manuals. I become the manual. Okay, all right. Listen, Samurai. Bow to you, sir. If that's, you roll the way you want to roll. Okay. Yeah. See, he's gonna throw up on the software thing. Let's see. Samurai is asleep. Samurai sleeps with software. No, he doesn't, synth punky. You know that, bro. He's not a software kind of guy. Oscillated butt cheeks. Is that called twerking? Shit. All right. So let me get to the next one now. This is my next rant. Again, if I hear more shit about people saying shit about the Muse, and unless you own one or you've played one, then you really have nothing to say. That's all I'm saying. It's like me. I don't like the Polybrew 12. I don't own one. I've never played one, but I see so many videos on it and doing the same weird stuff, bells, flutes. I want to hear the beef. I want to hear the meat. I want to hear the grittiness of the synthesizer. I want to hear the filter explode, man. Right? That's what the Moog Muse. Come on. Whatever. Anyway, so let's do this. Let's say his is. I don't really want to answer that question, synth punk, because that's it's a good way to get you put in a timeout, son. That's what happens. I'm not the biscuit guy anymore. Samurai is. He owns it. He eats biscuits every day. Tell him, Samurai. Yeah. All right. Well, listen. So I'm going to play this other video, and I just thought this was kind of interesting. I don't know what the fuck this guy is doing. Apparently, he designed this, and you can purchase them. Are you ready? Here we go. Could somebody please explain that to me? Now, apparently this video...
Hi and welcome. This is going to be a short introduction on how to get started with the Janko keyboard. First of all, it's good to get a basic understanding of the Janko key layout to know where each note is. So let's follow the logic that you might already know from the classical piano. So we have the white keys here, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, like
I can't. I fucking can't. I can't right now. I'm being honest with you. I really... I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't understand it. I don't know why people have the necessity or the need to come up with something like this. Composing music can be hard enough. What do you guys say in the chat here? Let's see. Let's say. Yeah, this is jank. BizKit. What the fuck is this? That's what I said. I'm so confused. Yeah, I don't get it, man. Brain damage, torture. No, you're not in a timeout, synth punk. I'm messing with you, bro. His hand, look, yeah, I mean, that's bizarre, right? I get, dude. I don't get it. Like, why do you need to reconstruct the keyboard? Now, if you look at here, this is a complete. This is one of the complete keyboards. I don't know, like, if there's a side view of this. No, I don't understand. Like, let's look at this one.
The keys follow the...
Can't even, man. Let's keep going on this one. This is... Let me go to this guy's actual site. Let's see. Here we go.
access port in the back here in order to easily reprogram the microcontroller, where I had to add allowing it to be pushed back up by the driving very well as it is. So for now, this is where I'll finish my adjustments to the piano action. And instead, let's focus on the last major change.
Okay, so I mean, it's a work of art, ingenuity. I agree. I don't understand. What is this one? I don't get it. Oh, here we go. Can we just?
Well, here we are, halfway through the assembly. That means I'm like 90% finished with the project, seeing as how the first 6 months were spent working on the conceptual design, the side panel, proper textured feel I talked about. Perhaps this update would have looked better with the keys already in place, but I figured it's not too much to have to wait until the build.
I mean, am I wrong here? You know, everybody's okay. The guy is a genius. All right, well, that's great. Everybody's trying to change the way instruments are created, and they're trying to innovate, and I get that, and that's great. The best innovation I've seen so far on a keyboard is the Osmos. Maybe the Polybrute 12 because of the key bed. Other than that, why the fuck? It's hard enough to write fucking music, right? Sometimes, like, and it's hard enough to learn an instrument, but then to like have to go in and reprogram everything you've learned in your mind and everything, especially a guy at my age. I don't really give a fuck about learning something new like that because it just confuses the shit out of me. Like I just don't understand. And like, if we go back to the original video here. Now, what it looks like is he's got these stuck in the keys. Is that? I mean, nobody really explains what the fuck this guy is doing. I'm sorry I'm swearing a lot tonight, aren't I? Oh, whatever. If I offend someone and children are watching, many apologies. Not really, I don't give a fuck. Your kids shouldn't be up at this time of the night. Not that I'm trying to tell you how to raise your kids, but really, get a clue. Anyway, yeah, I don't understand. This guy might be German. Okay, well, good for him. Yeah, I don't really get it. It looks like ice cream pops. Yeah, it does, like popsicle sticks. I don't know, man. Again, rant and roll is part of the whole thing that I do because I find things like this, or Samurai will send me something, or Hans or the Machines One or Synth Punk, they'll send me stuff and I'll be like, I'll look at it and I'll go, what the fuck is that? Like, you know, I had a friend of mine that bought a Star guitar. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. I don't think he's in business anymore. He might be, but the Star guitar it was a guitar and it had all buttons on it. No strings, just buttons. And it was a MIDI controller. And it's probably one of the most advanced MIDI controller guitars I've ever seen. However, it was a fucking nightmare. He let me play it. I tried playing it. I was like sitting there going, it just didn't make sense to me. I'm like, why are we always trying to rewrite what an instrument does? Okay? Like, you know, when people say, oh, back in the day, people said synthesizers were, they were horrible because, you know, you're trying to mimic a French horn, or you're trying to mimic a trumpet or a flute. And they ragged on the synthesizer when other people embraced it and said, well, it's not like an acoustic instrument. So why do you want it to sound like one? You know, just like the guy that I showed last time that I found out later on was playing a VST when he said that the sound that was coming out of the Polybrew 12 was a grand piano. So poo-poo on him. That's bullshit. Why are you trying to fool people like that? And it just kind of pisses me off. Like, why do you want your instrument to sound like a grand piano? Again, you know, James Dyson had pointed this out to me and said, well, maybe it's the only keyboard that he has and he's a gigging musician and, you know, he needs multiple sounds and blah, blah, blah. Great. Buy yourself, an Arturia Astrolab. There you go. Okay. Not a Polybrew 12 that's an analog synth that's designed to shape and create and you know, basically sound design on it. I don't understand that. That'd be like me saying, oh, I want to put a piano on my Muse. And there are on that, actually. And I think it's fucking stupid and I'm going to get rid of them. Yeah. I mean, you know, like I said before, the Juno X does great pianos because it's a Roland and it's a VST in a box. Sounds great. I love it. I bought that for a specific reason. And I think I told you the guys this before. I bought it because it's nostalgic to me, the way it looks. Number two, it has the original Juno sounds in it. And they sound, I had two 106s and it sounds just like a Juno 106. And if anybody poo-poos me on that, fine. I know what it sounds like. And that sounds like that to me. They did a really, really good duplication of that sound. So Anyway, great pianos on that. Great electric pianos, great grand pianos, good stuff, right? Whenever I want a good grand piano, I go to a VST. You know, why would I want it on a friggin' analog synthesizer? Why would I want to do this? What? I don't understand. I don't understand it. Maybe if I do some more research on it, I'll understand it, but I don't want to. That's my opinion. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to. I don't want to do research on it. I don't care. You know? Anyway. So let's see, what do we got here? Supernatural piano plus vintage analog. However, yeah, the montage is crazy. It's a crazy synthesizer. It does everything. That thing's sick. The big nipple thing knob there, that thing, it's a great sounding keyboard. I played one. I loved it. But it's a workstation. I don't like workstations. I don't have any use for that. The Roland Phantom's great. The Jupiter X is excellent. Synthpunk knows, and he's also got a motif. You got a motif rack unit, right? Can we move on to another topic? Are you running the show, bro? I tell you what, why don't you go live tonight, and you can pick the topic. How's that sound? Okay. Jesus Christ. No, I'm not moving on to another topic. If I do anything, I might do a jam. I don't know. I might not. I'm a little tired right now. I've had a long day. So, cheers. No liquid death tonight. I love the Jupiter X and the motif. Yeah, because they sound great. The Phantom is great. I like Roland stuff. Roland makes good stuff. What did we say? Okay. So anyway, Samurai, you still there? No, he's leaving. The Biscuit King has left. He's prepping his biscuits. Synthpunk versus Echo. No, dude, there's no cage match with Synthpunk versus Echo. That's not going to happen. Shut the fuck up. That's not going to happen. What's going to happen is you and I might go head to head. I haven't decided. I do know that you will go home crying if that's the case, because then you'll call me up and say, I'm so sorry that I challenged you. So yeah. But anyway, I was going to jam a little bit, but it is getting late, and I think I'm just going to call it a night. And I did my rant and roll, and I talked about the Muse, and the Muse is still cooking. I still got it up and running. Let's see. And that's my little jam for the evening. Ladies and gents, he, she, they, them, Bafangul. I hope you all had a good evening. I hope you had fun. I had fun. I just don't understand people, and who knows, I might get a copyright strike or something for ragging on Yuki, but so be it, man. You know, I just don't understand people, and I don't get how that could have happened, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Omnisphere, whatever. Fucking too expensive, too complicated to use. I don't need to wrap my head around that kind of shit. But I will say that the Matrix, the Matrix is real. Remember that. Samurai says that the Earth is flat. I don't know about that. But anyway, I love all you guys. Thank you so much for coming in and chit-chatting and showing your support for me. Before I go, let me do this. I just want to show you guys something. I had mentioned this earlier. Let me pull it up here. And give me 1 second. I'll show you what I'm talking about because I can't technically sell this. Can't technically sell this product, but I will show you. This is on my my website, and I'll show you what I did. So let's see, all products. It'll let me show it. I don't know if it'll let me show it because it is hidden. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So these are Moog Muse shirts, and I did this one for Vic Korftron. You can see the Canadian flag on the sleeve, and on the other sleeve we have the Moog symbol, and then on the back we have the Moog Muse. So I decided to try to send one of these to Vic, and then I did one for myself. If I can get that called up, I don't know if I can because this is acting weird. And all products. And this is the one I made for myself. These are full blast t-shirts, meaning that they have stuff on the sleeve. So there's an American flag here. This is the Moog. I was going to put a Chinese flag. This is the Moog logo. And then on the back, there is a Muse. So, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. So, there you have it. And let me get rid of this. Go back. So, yeah. So, I'm going to have to, I can't, like I said, I can't sell this because it is Moog's property, using their logo and stuff. So I have it hidden. If I want to make one, what I love about the fourth wall, if I want to make one, I can I can make it and buy it myself, and I don't have to, because the reason why I have fourth wall is, like Samurai said, is the reason why I have it, and I make t-shirts because I make shirts that I like. So this is an Echo Craft shirt. This is my album, Frequency Hunter, full blast. I've got Echo Craft written in Japanese on both sleeves. Then on the back I have the Echo Craft logo. So yeah, so I mean, I just like making shirts for myself. But if anybody wants to buy one, they're real cheap. I bring all my prices down because I just think it's silly to charge people lots of money. I'll bring this up one more time. And it's echocraft.com. And this is my store. You browse the merch. We've got $25 will get you a Behringer Bros hat, trucker style. This is the SRM shirt that I made with the Ghost Echo on it. This is an SRM Behringer Bros shirt. I'll show you what this looks like. So this one's kind of cool. This has got the Behringer Bros on it. It's got the SRM Skull Mafia, and it's got where is it? It's got the American flag on the side. I'm American, so I like the American flag. And if you don't like the American flag, I don't give a fuck. But if you want me to make one, whatever, if you have, you come from Canada or if you're from another country, well, I'd be more than happy to put your flag on it. Not a problem. I have a Three Machines shirt, baseball style shirt. Kind of cool. Three Machines is another project that I've been working on for a while. Haven't really done anything with it for, in the past, but, it is what it is. This is a SynthNet shirt. Kind of looks like Skynet. Took the Skynet logo, put SynthNet on it. Said analog digital hybrid synthesizers, and it's EchoCraft Corporation, and then full blast. Got the EchoCraft written in Japanese, EchoCraft logo on the side, and an upside down American flag because of the government situation. There you go. And then I have, the Synth Mafia. I have Forgive Me, Father, for I Have Synth, which is a big seller. This shirt sells. I sell a lot of these shirts, actually. So a lot of people dig this shirt. Again, full blast. It's got the Ghost Echo on the sleeve. It's got a triangular wave on the other sleeve. And EchoCraft logo on the back in Japanese. So yeah, check it out. I've got cups, I've got mugs, I got hoodies, I got flags. I've got, this is a Ghost Echo shirt. I've got the EK Planet. Let's see. I've got the Synth Mafia hats, Synth Mafia cups, Three Machine glass. I've got flags. I've got friggin' beanies. You name it, I've got it. I got a Christmas shirt too. Check this out. And my EchoCraft Christmas shirt. This is actually a knit shirt. It's not a print. I was blown away by that. These are actually knit shirts. Pretty cool. So yeah, so if you want an ugly Christmas shirt with my logo on it, I don't know why you would, but who knows? People are weird. I'm weird. There you go. Anyway. I got one of my album covers on this one. This is For the Love of Robots. And this was an album that I did. And check it out. That's on everywhere, actually. It's on everywhere. It's Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music, you name it. Bada bing, bada boom, there it goes. So anyway, guys, yeah. So, if you want some merch, buy some merch. I mark all my stuff down cheap. I don't make a lot of money on it. I think I made, on the hat, $1.60. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to make money. So, like I always say, thank you for coming in. Samurai's got got all you guys looking at what his map of the flat Earth ice wall. Okay, whatever. Maple Syrup Mafia. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, and if you want, I do Echo One. So Echo One is the coupon if you want to get a discount on the shirt, hats, or whatever on any. Just type in Echo One, guys. Go ham. I don't care. I think you get 15% off of the price, which I don't. If you that happens, I don't make any money. So Echo One, all right, and the number one. Don't spell it out. Shut up. Echo the number one. Okay. I got to change her name because she's driving me fucking crazy. All right, listen, fellas, ladies, gents, he, she, they, them, Bafangul. Love you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for checking things out. And like I always say, stay frosty, stay creative. Peace out.